with a simple question. Why did you choose OLED?
So we're talking about rear combination lamps. So the most important thing is to have a unique homogeneous illumination on the surface. The big disadvantage of an LED is it's a point light source. It's a lovely technology for everything you want to project on the front of your car. But in the rear of the car, you really want to have some kind like a display. And therefore, a surface technology like the OLED is the best thing you can do. It's flat, it's white-lated, it is wonderful, homogeneous. As you can see here, you have a wonderful chance to play with contrast ratios very close to each other. And therefore, all of our design ideas at Audi can be displayed on such a kind of OLED from OLEDWorks.
And what are the advantages? What can OLED do what other technologies can't?
So a simple thing is it's a surface light source. So in the end, you don't have to scatter the light, which is being emitted from a point light source. So you have a perfect intrinsic optical efficiency, which is way better than any LED solution. The second thing is you have a very small package, which means you don't have to have a huge polymer frame like you see it nowadays on the surface LEDs. You have a very sharp cutoff between dark and light areas, and this is what we are continuously working on in our new technologies. And this was also the origin when the terminus or the name Digital OLED was born.
Okay, why is customizable lighting design so important for the automotive industry?
So in the end, all the customers from nowadays new cars, they are used to wonderful LED lighting solutions. So in the end, you see a very nice BMW, Daimler, Ford, whatever it be. Audi was, let's say, one of the first companies applying the LED solutions in the car, and they want to have something new. So in the end, they want to have the chance to choose themselves how the car looks like. So when you go to the configuration of your car, you select the lacquer, you select the color of the leather of your seats. And in the same way, our idea is now with a digital OLED or digital lighting, by simple changes in software, you can give the car a new complete appearance at night. And this is what our customers loving, especially the Asians. They want to have something to play around. And in combination with what was invented in our pre-development from Stefan Berlitz and his team, all these dynamic effects, so meaning coming home, living home scenarios, can be now tailor-made for every customer. And this is just bits and bytes. You don't have to build a completely new rear combination lamp. It's just by simple software information you can change this night appearance of the car.
Great. When can we expect a digital OLED in serial production, and in which car models?
So in the end, of course, you have to understand I cannot disclose the complete strategy from Audi. Nevertheless, the wording of digital OLED was born already somehow in the A8. So in the end, you already have segments which are used for animational sequences. We are now continuously enriching this by new functionalities in the car. The first car will be on the market in 2020. And what you can see here with the digital OLED 2.0, as we name it, you can expect a wonderful cars beginning of 2022. There will be another cars in 2021 and a lot of cars in 2022, 23, which will utilize this technology in recombination of lamps.
So this is a new technology. How important has it been to partner with your suppliers in order to accomplish these objectives?
So you can never invent or implement a new technology if you not have a decent supplier which is helping to do that. So in the end, we always partnership with people which have ideas, the luminaire makers, the lamp makers, or the light source makers. And in combination with approaches in our pre-development, we see what those technologies can, and then we work together to work out what is the best thing. I think especially for the OLED, general lighting is suffering still from what we see in the way of, let's say, light scattering with, let's say, polymers in plastic. The same was here when we were starting. BMW and Daimler, they started to use it as a simple surface light source. And everybody was asking, hey, after the coming home, living home sequence, what to do next? And what you can see here, I think is really amazing. If you put new functionality inside this light source, you're creating a unique selling point. So this idea was born in some kind of pre-development, and it was amazing how fast OLEDWorks was able to put the part on the table, which now more than 60 segments. So in total, you can see here 1,000 elements being individual, addressable, and no other technology can do that. And if you do not partner with the people making those light sources, you can never bring those ideas live.
What's next in your mind for OLED for automotive?
So first of all, of course, cost down. We have to see that we can make it cheaper, that we have a larger variety of cars on the street which are using that. Of course, we are now playing around with a number of segments. We are playing around with the way geometrical elements can be illuminated. We are playing around with more content for car-to-X communication. So we're starting with a triangle first, but we would like to implement even more dedicated information so that the people really understand what's happening on the road. And of course, we are dreaming of a digital OLED 3.0. There are some ideas, we cannot disclose all of them, but in the end, I think it will be a next step after the parts you see here.
And I guess last question from me is, can you tell us about the commercial readiness of OLED technology?
Yes.
And its viability for automotive?
Absolutely. So this was one of the biggest challenges, and I think Stefan can also tell you a little bit more about how it came to the origin of the OLED. Everybody was asking the question, it's an organic LED, and organic materials in automotive exterior are used to degrade. So in the end, the team from Stefan, our OLED expert, Dr. Thomas, put a lot of effort together with quality guys to prove this topic is ready for automotive exterior. The parts you can see here, they are passing nearly every reliability test. We have 3,500 hours, 85. So this is climatic conditions you find in the tropic forest. So we are really trying to squeeze out the maximum of these parts. They don't fail. So in the end, what you can see here is really serious quality, serious production, and we can apply this in any kind of cars.